Pretty much every game has some form of violence in it. Some more than others, obviously. Now, ever since I had somebody point that out to me, I've always wondered how video game violence correlates to aggression, like in real life. So I'm gonna ask a few questions in this video.
Avengers, Dark Knight.
Flight or The Notebook, to be cliche.
Probably Call of Duty. Call of Duty or Halo.
Call of Duty. Or NHL 13.
Grey's Anatomy.
Walking Dead. I'd say Walking Dead right now. Breaking Bad, Walking Dead. Yeah.
Another big attribute I would say is desensitivity, because the more desensitized you are, it's probably going to determine to you whether something is violent or not. And I've seen this 100 times.
I'd say it's desensitizing kids as in like it's showing them that it's okay to go forth and do stuff like this, or like, you know, it's acceptable. But then you also have to bring in the fact that in culture and in evolution, it's always been a part, like until recently, it has brute force or like killing or anything that has been the major deciding factor. And until recently, it's where intellectual brains have come to the fact that they actually rule or like are ruled out as characteristics. So I think they are desensitizing in a way, but in general, I think it's more of the upbringing of your family that determines the fact.
Yeah, because when is it okay to go watch killing rampages on TV and be normal with it, and then go take video games and go kill people and scream about it, and it's just really weird, and yeah, no, it's not normal.
Kill the rabbit! Kill the rabbit?
I think that it should be allowed because it's up to the parents to regulate it, not the government or whoever is making the video games.
I think that it does affect style of parenting just because it laxes some of the rules that parents would necessarily put on their kids, just because they themselves are so desensitized by the fact that they're watching so many video games or they're watching so many movies or TV shows, and some of that basically rubs off to them to be like, yeah, it's okay to do this. So they are a little more lax in parenting their kids than they usually should be.
No, I think it brings light to the topic of child abuse because you hear about it so much more throughout the media. And like back in like the 1800s, like teachers would go and beat children, and now you can't lay a hand on your child at all because there's so many laws against it. So I don't think it really influences it that much. Yeah, they display it in everything, it's what sells.